Hey everyone, I'm Will Trainer. Welcome to today's episode of You're Gonna Be Blown Away, where we'll see how Will makes Louisa's life a total circus. But she can't really say no to it because her whole family is depending on her, with her dad out of work and her mum mastering the out-of-home cooking. Her sister's had a surprise baby and still dreams of college, so there's no room for her to be picky about jobs. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, exactly. The next day, Louisa heads in for her first day on the job. She finds out from the doctor that her only job is to make sure Will takes his meds, everything else is optional. Don't worry, you aren't doing any heavy lifting here. I'm just here to celebrate him. To make sure her paycheck isn't just smoke and mirrors, Louisa decides to actually take her one job seriously. After some serious mental pep talk, she gears up to bond with Will and suggests they hang out only to be shot down immediately. So she asks, "What do you usually do?" To which Will replies, "I do nothing, I just sit here." I'm just about to vanish, he quips, and Louis is left momentarily speechless. Just as she tries to connect again, Will doesn't mince words. "You're really disrespecting me here." With a face full of embarrassment, Louisa awkwardly retreats but doesn't throw in the towel. She shows up every day like a flamboyant chameleon, dressed in vibrant outfits to face Will. If her humble attempts don't work, she'll just bravely be herself. At first, Will is just surprised, but soon he can't help but be amused by her unique style, which is a divine contrast to others' careful attitudes. Louisa treats Will like a regular guy. Her clumsy humor often leads to some comical misunderstandings. Sorry, this lightens up Will's life. He even starts looking forward to her arrival. What a shift in dynamics. But Louisa has no idea about this, as she still sees Will as the imposing figure he always was. Until one day, Will's ex-girlfriend and friend come over, all hesitant, and finally drop the bomb. They're together now. Will's come outside, but inside, a storm rages. After they leave, Louisa hears a crash. Will smashed his ex photo. As a disabled man, even throwing a tantrum isn't easy. Since the accident, Will has cut ties with his ex. He doesn't want his former love to see him like this, and Louisa can't help but feel a pang of sympathy. Yet all she can do is vent about it to her boyfriend, who's clearly not paying any attention to it. All he cares about is his quirky trip to Norway, leaving Louisa to sort out her own solution. She tries to fix the broken frame to preserve memories for Will, but it's like pouring gasoline on a fire. Louisa can't understand why Will always arms himself with sarcasm and biting comments. This time, she chooses to stand up for herself. "You don't have to treat me like this. It's not that I care about you or love your company. It's that I really need the paycheck." Surprisingly, Will doesn't rebut, perhaps realizing how tough things are for Louisa. He doesn't want to pile on more. After that, Will's attitude shifts, and he shocks everyone by inviting Louisa to join him for a movie. They binge-watch The Hunger Games, and Louisa is utterly captivated while Will silently observes her reactions. As the credits roll, Louisa is still lost in the film, unable to pull herself away. Will is pleased with her reaction, and they start chatting about the movie, discovering a common language. A smile returns to Will's face, and with Louisa around, he starts to step outdoors. Everyone is surprised by his change, and even the doctor raises an eyebrow. "How much extra joy did you just hit jackpot on?" Just as Louisa feels pumped about her job, Will unexpectedly gets a fever. What's worse, she discovers something shocking. She sees scars on Will's wrists, unable to believe he'd tried to kill himself in secret. At night, Louisa stays late voluntarily to take care of him, and with nothing to do, she flips through his photo album. Once, Will was the picture of health with a muscular build, surrounded by a posse of bro buddies, the ultimate high flyer. Now, he's a shell of his former self, and Louisa really wants to ask what happened, but fears she might offend him. Luckily, Will doesn't mind. He candidly reveals it was due to a car accident, and Louisa can't believe a motorcycle crash could rearrange a life like this. The guy's head barely moves, but seeing his seriousness makes Louisa realize the seemingly absurd answer is indeed true. She thinks about quietly slipping away, but Will calls her back. "Loneliness is my biggest fear. Tell me something good." So that night, Louisa spills her childhood stories. She sings him a Harry Connick Jr. song and shares her regrets, including her memorable bee costume that didn't quite hit the mark. bee costume, black with yellow stripes. Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to wear white. Why would I wear such pretty white clothes? I don't care about them. My heart is shattered, they don't wear those anymore, nor are they tall ladies. Outside, winds howl and snow piles up, but with Louisa's company, Will drifts off peacefully. After that night, their relationship heats up quickly. Louisa was once admitted to a prestigious school for her beloved fashion major, but when Will asks why she didn't go, she dodges. You really need to shower. If your hair over there grows a bit longer, we could fetch some food. Will notices her dodging the topic and realizes her